Hey sisters, it's Brooke again. Hope you're enjoying the blog post. I really enjoyed the chance to write it. We're going to talk today about sun salutations. Sun salutations are going to be the foundation of your flowing or your vinyasa yoga practice. So they're really important to get down, and they're also really versatile. So once you get this down, you can change the pace and change how you incorporate it into your workout to make it more of a stretch or more of a cardio sweat workout, depending on what you want. Taking a sun salutation slowly allows your body to stretch, it gets those hamstrings, that back, some other areas that we're not so aware of that really get a good workout with our burpees and our jump squats and all those good things. And then taking a sun salutation more quickly can help build up heat in the body and almost get like a lower impact cardio going. You're going to break a sweat because you're changing the plane of your body so much. So what we're going to work through our sun salutation A first, which is what your workouts always start off with. So if you've ever been a little confused or not really sure of if you're doing it right, hopefully this will sort of ease your confusion. Then we'll work through sun salutation B, which is just a slight variation. And then you can build off of that variation into a short flow, and we'll go into a flow. It's just going to incorporate 4 different poses. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our sun salutation A. We're going to step back to the mat, and we always want to start our sun salutation with an inhale and raising our arms up. We can again take this with our breath. So that means one breath, one movement, and that's going to be your faster pace or your vinyasa pace. If you want to take it slower and just incorporate several breaths into each movement, that's going to be more of your stretching or your slower pace. So I'm going to talk you through each one, and you can choose how you want to take your sun salutations depending on your workout and your needs. Okay, so we start at the top of the mat in mountain pose, nice strong, shoulders drawn down and back, standing up straight. We're going to inhale and bring the arms overhead, and our palms are going to touch overhead. Sorry, I know it's hard for you to see. You're not going to kneel down. I am, just so you can see. Okay, and on the exhale, we're going to swan dive forward. So arms fall back out. We hinge over at the hips with a flat back, and we release down. On the inhale, again, this is if you're taking it one breath, one movement, you're going to come up to a flat back. So for some people, that means resting your hands on your shins. Your torso is parallel to the floor, or you want to think of it as your body is making the number 7. Okay, some people are able to keep their hands on the floor and do this. Okay, whatever floats your boat. It took me a year and a half for me to be able to keep my hands on the floor to get a straight back. On the exhale, we release. Just let the body hang. Then we're going to step back into a plank. This is still on the exhale. And come down into either chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Chaturanga is the more advanced version. So that's staying in a plank, and it's almost like a tricep push-up. Our elbows staying close to the body, and we lower down. If that's too much, we can drop the knees and do, again, like a tricep push-up, and do knees, chest, and chin. It's okay for your bottom to kind of come up there. It's part of the pose, and it helps secure the core and helps to send your energy through for cobra or for up dog next. Okay, so we're down in chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. We can come into cobra, baby cobra, which is the most beginner version of the pose. We can push through the hands into full cobra where our hips are lifted, or we can push all the way up, taking the weight into the tops of our feet for up dog. Then we're going to flip the toes, so our toes are tucked now. And we're going to send the weight, send the bottom up and back for down dog. Our body is piked, heels are reaching for the floor, ears are between the biceps, and weight is being sent up and back. So we're in a nice V here. To finish our sun salutation, we're going to step forward, so our feet are between the hands. Inhaling into that flat back again. We exhale into the fold. And inhale all the way back up, reverse swan dive. Hands touch overhead. And exhale all the way back down to our mountain or our strong standing pose. So that's our sun salutation A. For sun salutation B, we build off of that slightly. We incorporate, I'll go through this one breath, one movement, but what's going to happen is after that whole series of chaturanga and then up dog and then pushing back to down dog, we incorporate a warrior one onto each side, and then we end up pushing back into our down dog for an active rest. So I'll show you what it looks like now that you've got the basic sun salutation down, and then we'll build from there. So at the top of our mat, in mountain pose, we inhale, arms come up, exhale, swan dive forward, inhale, half lift, and we exhale, stepping back into chaturanga. We inhale into up dog. Remember, this could also be cobra or baby cobra. We shift the weight back into down dog, immediately sending our right leg up and then through. We set the right foot down in between the hands. We shift the back leg around. My back foot is at a 45-degree angle. The toes are pointing toward this opposite corner of the mat. And we come up into warrior one. Arms beside our ears. Coming back down, hands set down on either side of the foot. We step back. If going through a vinyasa is too much for you here, you can hold, or you can push forward. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. And we're going to do the same thing on the left. So left leg raises, left foot sets between the hands, and the back foot comes at a 45-degree angle. You can sort of see it better there. My foot is not perpendicular. The heel is kind of kicked back a little bit. Sinking down, arms raise up straight. Both of our hips are pointing forward. Hands come down. We step this left foot back, and then we push through plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and we hold here for our active recovery. Stepping back up, inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold, and we reverse swan dive all the way up and end in mountain pose. So that's our sun salutation B, where we incorporate those warriors on either side. The last thing I want to show you is how we can add on to that sun salutation to make a little flow that you can do for a workout. Again, you can take this as fast or as slow as you want. If you take this slower, it really works to build some muscular endurance and strength in the legs with all those warrior poses and lunges. If you want to take it faster, it's going to work to build heat. Again, changing the plane of our body so much. So, having gone through our sun salutation already, I'm going to meet you back in down dog. And then we're going to inhale, sweep the right leg up, and set it through. So we're in warrior one. Okay, on our exhale, I'm going to switch sides so you can see what I'm doing a little better. So my left leg is in front now. On our exhale, we're going to open to warrior two. So my left leg is in front. I want my left arm to rotate to the front, right arm toward the back. We want the gaze to be off the front fingertips. We're going to then come into reverse warrior. So the front palm is going to flip. We're going to send that over our head. Our back arm just rests gently on the leg. We're going to pull that forward into warrior two again, and then come into extended side angle. So my left arm, my front arm, rests gently on my front leg. Top arm extends to make a straight line from the fingers all the way down to the toes. From there, we can just bring our hands to the floor, step back into down dog, and go through what's called a vinyasa, that plank chaturanga combo again, and do this on the same side. It's important to note that our sun salutation B is a little different than a traditional. A traditional sun salutation B, which you can incorporate if you'd like, which also really helps with leg strength and endurance. To start a traditional sun salutation B, You want to start in chair, which is almost like a nice squat with our arms overhead. And then we go right into our forward fold, half lift, and we just keep going. So that is a traditional sun salutation B. Starts with that chair pose. I hope this has helped you really understand our sun salutations and how to go through them, and giving you a lot of options for your Beyond Fit yoga flow practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through the website, the Beyond Fit Members Club website on Facebook. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have, and I hope you enjoyed the blog post and the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.